found that as I got older, I felt more and more invisible. I didn't see Latinos in the spaces that I wanted to be. I want to be an actress. There's not many Latinos. I think it's getting a little bit better, but growing up, that really played a huge role on me. If I didn't see myself there, if we don't see ourselves reflected, how can we even imagine those possibilities? And so I went on a search. The more that I learned about it, there's that initial anger because I thought, why didn't I learn about this in school? Why do I feel like my history was kept from me? Why did I have to go digging for this? Maybe had I read about this, maybe had everybody read about this, they would have a more accurate depiction of who we are, and it's not just Latinos, it's everyone. It's all people of color, right? So that inspired this poem. Self-Portrait as a Lost Latino History. I leave my home and call it an exodus. Historically, I have always been in a state of migration, constant, to allow my feet enough time to negotiate my existence with the earth. I think if I plant myself in enough cities, I cannot be washed out of them all. I think if I coat enough tongues with my Spanish, this country will call me back home. To die before this has been granted would be to succumb to a history of dying nameless, like Juan Seguin, once proud Tejano, who after fighting alongside fresh-faced Anglos and leading them to victory in what is now known as the Alamo, was then chased out of Mexico, now America, and died a stranger to his own land, died unsung and forgotten. And I cannot be a mirror to that kind of unnoble fate, to be told I do not belong where I have been firmly planted. I want to have endless roots, gripping the earth, something to trace a lineage with. I want to be able to swallow enough water to soak you up or wash you out before your English thinks itself brave enough to whitewash me out of every history textbook, Rebecca. The fact that I know my own name is its own revolution. But it is not enough. Say Juan Seguin, 1836, hero of the Alamo. Say Octaviano Larrazolo, 1928, the first Latino elected to the U.S. Senate. Say Insing Manuel Gonzalez, 1941, pilot and one of the first American casualties at the attack on Pearl Harbor. Say 500,000 Latinos fighting in World War I, and then coming back home to a country with no Mexican signs hanging in front of their restaurant doors. Say us fighting anyway. Say us thriving anyway. Say we have always been here, calling this home, calling this resistance, writing ourselves back into the narrative, giving our children a history they will not have to rip themselves open to find, showing them we have always been here, screaming, we have always been here. 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 Thank you.